Do you ever find yourself lying awake at night or drifting through the day, asking, is this person really right for me? It might start as a quiet thought, the kind that whispers through when the excitement fades or during those silent hours. When you're left alone with your own heart, you try to brush it off because, let's be honest, every relationship has its ups and downs, right? But deep inside, something lingers. And when that doubt starts repeating itself, maybe it's time to ask, why is it even there? Love is messy. It's raw, vulnerable, but it shouldn't feel like a constant battle with your own soul. There's a line between growing through normal challenges and bending so far you break. And yet, so many of us stay in relationships that don't feel quite right, not because we're fulfilled, but because we're terrified of the unknown. Let's speak the truth here. Recognizing that you might be with the wrong person, that takes courage. It means being radically honest with yourself. But when you take that step, when you stop hiding from the truth, you reclaim your peace, your voice, and your sense of direction. And today, that's exactly what we're here to explore. These are the subtle signs, easy to ignore, easy to excuse, but essential to see clearly. So let's begin. And if you're new here, take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss more content that helps you grow through Truth.1. You're constantly walking on eggshells if you find yourself afraid to speak. Your mind, ask yourself, is this love or is it fear? Emotional safety is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without it, love becomes something else. You tiptoe through conversations. You replay what you said. You weigh every word as if one wrong move could shatter everything. It's exhausting trying to stay small in a place that's supposed to feel like home. Have you ever felt your heart race before bringing up something simple? Maybe it's a minor habit of theirs, or a gentle boundary you want to establish. But instead of speaking openly, you anticipate resistance, defensiveness, dismissal, maybe even blame. You end up apologizing just to keep the peace. That's not love. That's survival. A healthy relationship doesn't make you feel like a defendant in court. It offers space. It lets you be heard. It values your experience. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control how your partner reacts, but you can control what you accept. Ask yourself, do I avoid certain topics because they always lead to tension? Do I feel acknowledged when I express myself? Am I constantly apologizing just to avoid conflict? Start journaling. Clarity begins when you see patterns, not isolated moments. And when you do speak, do so with intention, not blame. Say, I feel unheard sometimes, and I really want us to work on that together, instead of, you never listen to me. The difference is subtle, but powerful. And if your partner responds with care, there's space to heal. But if they gaslight, dismiss, or shame you, that's a red flag, not a rough patch. Your emotional well-being is non-negotiable. Ask yourself honestly, am I staying because I'm truly happy, or because I'm afraid to be alone? 2. Your values and goals don't align. What happens when love is present, but your paths are pointing in different directions? Love is powerful, but it can't override misaligned foundations. You might want to travel, to build something, to take risks. They might want comfort, routine, and quiet stability. Neither is wrong, but together they might be incompatible. These aren't superficial differences. These are about identity, vision, life purpose. Yes, we all compromise. But there's a line between compromise and losing yourself in the process. Imagine a relationship like a shared train ride. If your destinations are different, someone will either jump off their dream or stay on, but feel lost the entire way. That's not sustainable. It's not about being the same. It's about being aligned in the things that matter most. Family, ambition, lifestyle, future goals. Ask yourself, where do I see myself in 5 years? Do we share the same core values? Are we creating a shared vision or just orbiting each other's lives? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Is this relationship aligned with your deepest truths, or are you choosing comfort over clarity? 3. The relationship feels one-sided love isn't transactional, but it should be mutual. If you're always the one reaching out, making the plans, keeping things alive, that imbalance will wear on your soul. One-sided relationships don't announce themselves. They start with silence, with you making excuses. They're just not good at expressing themselves. They're busy. They show love in other ways. But weeks pass, and it's still you doing the emotional heavy lifting. You plan, you listen, you adjust, and yet you feel invisible. You wonder if you're asking for too much, or maybe if you're simply not enough. Here's the truth. Love shows up, consistently, genuinely, even imperfectly. Epictetus said, make the best use of what is in your power. Take the rest as it happens. You can't force effort, but you can stop pouring into a cup that never fills back. Notice the patterns. Are you initiating every conversation? Are your needs met with indifference? Is appreciation something you rarely receive? Speak. Up with love, not accusation. But if nothing changes, it's okay to walk away. You're not giving up. You're honoring your worth. Point 4. You can't be your authentic self if you have to shrink who you are just to fit in, then who's really being loved? At first, you silence small things. A thought, a truth, a preference. But eventually, you start to vanish within the relationship. You pretend to like what they like. You hide what you love. You laugh at jokes that don't feel right. And your own identity? Slowly, it starts to blur. A good relationship should be like sunlight encouraging you to grow into your full self, not a shadow you hide beneath. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Swap man for self. You don't have to perform to be worthy. Ask yourself, do I feel accepted for who I truly am? Am I hiding pieces of myself to avoid rejection? When did I last feel fully at ease? Start small. Express something true. Share something personal. Be unapologetically you. And if your partner accepts you, there's hope. But if they resist the real you, ask, is this love or is it just tolerance? You should never have to dim your light for someone to feel comfortable. The right person? They'll celebrate your brightness, even if it shines differently than their own. 5. Your staying out of fear. Fear is silent, but it shapes everything. What if I never find better? What if I end up alone? What if I regret leaving? And so, we stay not out of love, but out of fear. We cling to the years we've invested, the memories, the routines. We confuse time with compatibility, and we convince ourselves that leaving means failure. But here's the truth. Staying in the wrong relationship out of fear is the slowest kind of heartbreak. Society glorifies being in a relationship as if being partnered is the highest achievement. But what's the point of sharing your life if it's only bringing you down? Marcus Aurelius wrote, it is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. So ask yourself, am I growing or just enduring? Am I safe or just surviving? Am I choosing love or avoiding loss? Letting go is hard. But what's harder is staying where you no longer belong. Talk to someone you trust. Reconnect with your own dreams. Remind yourself that your future isn't tied to anyone else. You are not stuck. You are evolving. You are allowed to walk away in pursuit of peace. Across these 5 signs, we've uncovered quiet truths. Not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some come to teach, some to reflect, some to awaken us. So take a moment, reflect deeply. Ask yourself, am I truly happy? Do I feel seen, heard, and cherished? Is this relationship expanding me or holding me down? The answers are already within. You got to be brave enough to listen. And if this video touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs these words. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one. Take care of your heart. Trust your instincts. And above all, believe in your worth. You are worthy of love, joy, and a life that is deeply, fully your own. Thank you for being here with me. This is Fit Soul Studio, where we grow in truth, in courage, and in purpose. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.